Olá, this is topic 2, expressão de sentimentos, tenho saudades de. This is a very interesting video because right now we are going to talk not only about one word that is considered as not translatable into other languages, but also a word that is regarded as being intimate to the identification of the Portuguese as a group. We start here by saying that, of course, the reason why we are talking about saudade is because if we are talking about past tenses and frequency duration in the past, it's also natural to have saudades about such times, about such actions. Saudade is a feminine noun and it's abstract. We use saudade or saudades, usually more utilized in the plural, to describe a sentiment of nostalgia or the way to express missing something or someone. Here, talking about the definition of the word saudade, I leave you here with one that was suggested. Sentimento de mágoa, nostalgia e incompletude, causado pela ausência, desaparecimento, distância ou privação de pessoas, épocas, lugares ou coisas a que se esteve afetiva e ditosamente ligado e que se desejaria voltar a ter presentes. Lembrança afetuosa de algo ou alguém ausente. So this really transmits a very clear idea about the word saudade itself. While the definition of saudade is important, we also need to address here the origin of the word. Originally, this word comes from Latin, from the word solitas, that means solitude. And the evolution of the language transformed it into saudade in Portuguese, also with the junction of other words, like for example, saúde, health in that case, and that way we can also see that the sentiment that saudade tries to transmit already comes originally from the initial word that it derives from. The word itself, it does have some close translations, but the main difficulty is in translating all the feeling, all the sentiment that the word tries to cover. So, although the word from Latin also originated other words in other languages that also derive from the same origin, they did not pass with the same intention for other languages. How can we use saudade? We can talk about saudade using multiple verbs. I can have saudade of something right now in the present. I could have saudades in the past, and being that past pretérito perfeito or pretérito imperfeito. And to start with the verbs, the first thing that we're going to say is that the verbs that we usually utilize with saudade are ter e sentir, because we have or we feel saudades of something or someone. Also, normally we use the preposition de after the noun saudade when we have something afterwards. Like, for example, eu tenho saudades de viajar. So here in this case, we have a verb after saudades, and thus we have this preposition here in the middle. Another verb that we can use with saudade is matar, meaning to kill. And one way that we can deal with saudade is exactly to end it when possible. So we can kill saudades by being again in some place or being with someone through memories or in reality that brought us nostalgia and that had a happy feeling sensation in us. And with that, the sentiment of lacking and anguish is thus fulfilled, even if it is just temporarily. Another way that we have to talk about saudades, this one is similar to the previous one, but the meaning is different. Morrer de saudades, dying of saudades. It's an expression that we use when we have so many that it's almost impossible to bear. So it's even one step above just saudades. We use this expression to exacerbate and augment the feeling of saudades, to transmit that feeling to others also. It's an intense feeling of nostalgia. Like, for example, estou a morrer de saudades de ti.